Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is a declutter haul. It is the month of June right now when I'm recording this, so this is probably like about a month-ish worth of stuff. I don't drop off our donations at a specific time of the month or anything like that. We just sort of do it organically as we gather items, and I have about 16 items that I'm sharing today. I share these to give specific real-life examples of items that we let go of as a family of 4 living here in Canada. I'm hoping this gives you some motivation, inspiration, and ideas of what maybe that you could let go of to simplify and declutter your own home. So let's jump right in. Number 1, our public library has a little bookshop in the front of the library, which is super cute. They sell used books at really good prices. However, on Saturday mornings, kids actually could get a book for free, which is super cute and lovely. However, my kids often insist on getting one, even though there's not probably one that they actually need. It's usually just something that they happen to like find and like think, oh, I'll take this home, and then they never actually look at it again. So I mean, like, cute in theory, but then I ended up with all these items. So anyway, this is one that Annie Rose picked a while back, and I knew right away she's kind of like over frozen a little bit, and it's sort of like a coloring book, and there were some stickers and stuff in it. However, weeks and weeks went by and she never touched it. So I finally said, are you okay if I pass it on? And she said, yes, absolutely. A couple weeks ago, a friend of Leo's, his mom, messaged me and said, hey, we have an extra pair of Crocs. My boys have outgrown them. Do you want them for Leo? And I said, yes, absolutely. That would be wonderful. So she passed the Crocs on to us, and his current pair that he had, we're getting snug on him. So it worked out perfectly timing wise. So I'm passing these along. And I know I asked Annie Rose, and I thought for a sec, should I keep them for Annie Rose? And she said, absolutely. She would never wear them because they're not pink or purple. So I am just letting those go, and they'll be a great score for somebody. We switched over our internet providers last month, I guess. And with that, obviously they had like their own little systems they brought new this and new that and whatever they use to get the internet these days. So with that, they brought us like a whole kit, obviously, of stuff, and it included this cord, which I think is called, what are these cords called? Anyway, one of these standard cords that they use. However, the setup is completely done. We've been using this internet for probably a month, and I've never needed this cord. So this is obviously for situations, I don't know, in the country, I have no idea, where we did not need this cord for anything. I'm not even unwrapping it. I'm keeping it for 0 reasons. We obviously do not need it, and I am taking that directly to the thrift shop. On Sundays in our house, it is like usually it is half of a rest day and half of like a kind of get ready, reset the house for a new week, which is probably pretty common with a lot of you. And so oftentimes like Scott will have the vacuum out, and like I'll be, resetting a specific space or decluttering some area of the home. And last Sunday, Annie Rose said, I want to do my area too. I want to clear out my treasure drawer. Wonderful, great, that's fine. We went through her things quickly, and she ended up letting go of this dance outfit, which was getting snug on her, and she decided she didn't want anymore. And I'm usually, anything she suggests letting go of, I go with it, because the kids always have like usually a surplus of certain items. So I know she has other stuff she can wear for dance, so I let that go. And then she also decided to let go of these pins. If you guys have ever taken your kids to Disney, you know that like swapping pins is a big thing. Maybe it's a big thing other places. I don't have like the inside scoop on Disney. However, when we went with the kids last year, and their cousins got them, what are those things? A lanyard. Anyway, she collected 1 million pins at Disney, and she decided that she still loved most of them, but these 3 she decided just like she didn't like for whatever reason. They weren't her style. I put them in a Ziploc, and I'll pass them along, and someone who's going to Disney will think they're cool for their lanyard. I have shared before that with our donation station, I technically am like, I would say I'm kind of manage it mostly. However, our donation station is definitely like available to our entire family, and everybody knows about it. And so therefore, basically everybody uses it. If there is something that people don't want anymore, if the kids, they just say, hey mom, put this in the donation station. And so the other day I ended up opening the cupboard, their closet, and I saw that Scott had put this bathing suit in there. He bought it last year, and I didn't even ask him. I guess it was too small. I don't know. Or he didn't like it for whatever reason. He's already got a new one for this year, and he thought, I don't need 2 bathing suits, so he's passing that one on. And so I don't even have to discuss it. I just put it into our donation bag. Okay, this is kind of a specific one. However, I feel like people can relate to it. So when I first started organizing, I obviously ordered business cards, and I ordered this particular style. I wasn't 100% happy with the picture. There's a picture on the back and it was really grainy, really fuzzy, and the size of these cards was just so huge. So I ended up ordering new ones and getting a new style, and I love them. They're smaller, they're brighter, they're just have all my current information on them. So those ones are what I actually use day to day. However, I ordered so many of these. I had, I don't know how many I had, like hundreds of them. And I thought, you know what, maybe I'll keep them and I'll use them if I do a trade show, or I'll use them if I like in an emergency in case I run out of my current ones. But I have run out of my current ones. I have done trade shows. All this has happened and I've never used these. So I have to bite the bullet. I am forcing myself to just let them go because I know I have no use for them. And no matter how wasteful it feels or how kind of frustrating it is that I wasted not only this paper, everything associated with it, the money I paid for them, but I know I won't use them. So like, why the heck am I storing them in my office space and creating clutter for no reason? Super similar to that is I also ordered 1 million gift cards. And if you've ever ordered online, like these are from Canva, and I love Canva for a lot of design things. However, their printing I feel like is a bit, I don't know. Have you guys ever printed on Canva? It's like, sometimes it's great and totally fine, and then sometimes it's a bit dicey. Anyway, these huge pile of gift cards, it's hard to tell here. This is still the same style of gift card I use. However, it had this like pink speckling on the front. So they were kind of ruined. So they reimbursed me and sent me new ones, which are fine. However, these I kept, again, like I kept them in case I have a gift card emergency. Like I'd have my business till I'm 100 and I still wouldn't use all these gift cards. Like why the heck do I need all these? So I kept a good stash of perfect gift cards that don't have any flaws. And these ones I am simply letting go. And it's clearing out space in my office space. And it already feels amazing. Okay. Anyone have a dance kid in their house, or used to have a dance kid in their house, or is going to have a dance kid in their house? Okay, Annie Rose did her dance recital last month and it was adorable and so cute and just wonderful in all the ways. However, if you follow me on Instagram, you know too, it's just so frustrating. I find that she was in 2 different numbers, and so she had a costume for both dances, and they were $100 each. So I paid $200 plus tax for these costumes, which she wore for one recital, and I don't have anything to do with them afterwards. So as cute as it was, I feel like there has to be a better way for dance, industry. I don't know. It feels very wasteful. However, so the one costume she decided, Mom, I want to keep that one for a keepsake in my sentimental bin, which we'll see. I put it in there for now. However, this one she couldn't even stand wearing. It was so like tight and itchy. She barely liked wearing it for the recital. So right away, I've just put that into our donation area. It came with a little bow as well. I will say that other dance families suggested using it for like dress up or Halloween, which I would have loved to do. However, this was so tight on her. She could barely fit into it for the recital, let alone like fit into it 6 months from now. And then other people also shared about, again, like keeping them for keepsakes, which again, like, especially if you're really into dance and your kid's probably going to dance for like 20 years. I think that's so flippin' adorable. I've seen one of our clients, what did she have? She had like framed sort of in like, what are those thick frames called? Like not a box frame. Oh, a shadow box. And she put like her very first like dance outfit, leotard, and like a little pair of ballet shoes, and it was so cute. However, like this is her 3rd recital, so I'm not gonna keep 6 huge puffy dresses. It also came with a garment bag, but the garment bag zipper broke before the recital even happened. That, unfortunately, I just put straight in the garbage. It was not salvageable. However, these 2 hangers, we don't use metal hangers in our house, so there's no point in me keeping them. So I'm taking those to the thrift shop. Another reason I love decluttering is I feel like it forces you to sort of reflect on purchases. And if you followed me along before, you know that almost always in my declutter hauls, I share something that I bought, piece of clothing that I bought, usually I thrifted, that I didn't try on. A cute little shorts, like little summer shorts, but then I got them home and they just like weren't the right fit for me. They did not look good. So I'm passing them on, and they were only probably $3 or something. So it's not even, in this case, I'm not too worried about what I paid for them or the money that I've lost from them. However, it's just the frustration in myself. Like, why did I even end up taking them? Why did I buy them on impulse? So I know that that is something that I have to work on. I'm not a good shopper. Like, I know that I'm not a great shopper. I don't enjoy it. I try to usually rush through it, to be honest. If I know I need something new, I'm just like, wham, bam, what can I grab? The first thing I can see that like might work. But I know that's something I need to work on, and I need to go by myself without the kids when I go shopping and like take my time and focus and actually try things on. So again, that's something I'm letting go of. However, and it is something I need to work on. In Annie Rose's kindergarten class, they have had guest speakers the last few weeks, and they've had like, I think they've called it like community helpers. And so they've had like a nurse, and they had a police officer come in, and they did little guest meet and greets with the kids, which is so cute and so adorable. And the last one came, and they ended up getting this cute little pencil which says police on it. However, we have a trillion pencils in our house, so usually when we get any of these freebie pencils, I try to grab them before the kids have even sharpened them, because then they still seem really brand new. So when I donate them, that's something that maybe someone could still use for like a treat bag, if someone was thrifting little things to put in like a little Easter basket, or a treat bag for a kid's birthday party, something like that. This one probably says police. They won't use it for like a treat bag, unless I guess it was a police themed birthday party. I don't know. Anyway, that is something that I am letting go of this week. We still have a basket of masks in our linen closet, partially because I periodically use them for jobs. So if I'm doing like a dirty, dusty job, I will wear a mask for that. So we do still have some masks. However, we found this particular mask. It's one of Annie Rose's little ones. We found that in the console of my car, because I used to keep some in my car as well for if we went to like visit a family member at a nursing home, things like that. So we found this one. However, it is way too small for her. Like, she had this probably when she was 3 or something. So this, I know, even if something happened and we had to start, please, I shouldn't even say this out loud, but if we ever have to go back into this phase of life, this will never fit her. So I know I can let it go. Another end of the year thing that the kids did at school, it was super cute, was Annie Rose did a little like performance at the school assembly, and it was super cute, and everyone danced and sang great, and they all wore little headbands that the teachers made, and they had little like, I think they were like little sunshines or something stick out of them. So she brought it home, and she wanted to take off the little sunshines, and that's fine. And then she put on this headband for about an hour, and then she took it off and put it down. And I grabbed it right up, because I know she will never wear a headband. It's just like those things that are so cute on kids, but like, who actually keeps those on? I don't know. She is not one of the kids who keeps them on. So I am passing that on so someone else can wear that cute little purple brand new headband. When we are organizing kitchens, we will frequently find canisters or containers or old Tupperware that will have food items in them that are basically lodged in, and that end up just being garbage. So say it's like something moldy inside, or it's something that basically just forgotten. And in this case, it was a ton of like a whole bunch of brown sugar in there that was just like so hard we couldn't even get it out with a knife. Because normally we try to like get it out and resalvage these containers for the client. However, in this case, we just simply couldn't. And oftentimes, like, I'm gonna be totally honest, we will put these directly into the garbage. We are working so quickly. There's not extra time in our day for little things like that, for like sitting there and soaking this and going through this whole process. However, once in a blue moon, the guilt of throwing out these things gets to me, and it just feels so terrible for the environment and so wasteful. So sometimes I will throw these in the back of my car, I'll bring them home, I'll put them in my kitchen, and I will clean them. So this is one of those cases. So this, like I said, it just had a ton of brown sugar in it, and it was so stuck. So all I did was put it in there and just pour hot water on it. Once I had it home, it was super quick to do, but it was just something, these are the kinds of things we don't have time to do while we're on the job. So I cleaned it out and I put it directly into her donation station. I didn't need it for anything. The client didn't need it for anything. So we put it into the donation station, and hopefully someone else will use this canister in their kitchen or prep room or garage, whatever they're using it for. One thing that we are super lucky, I shared before, is we get a million hand-me-downs from my niece, who's just a year older than Annie Rose. And we actually, a couple weeks ago, or last month, I guess, my sister-in-law dropped off 2 huge bags of clothes for Annie Rose, which is so thoughtful, and we're so grateful for all of them. And so Annie Rose and I right away went through those bags, and we have an entire laundry or grocery store bag full of clothes that I know will work for her, and I know they will fit her in the future, and I know she will love them. So I kept those, and I put those into her grow into bin, and this entire bag, it went directly in to our donation station because I knew that she already has a surplus of clothes and we just don't need these, whether they're colors that she didn't like or styles that I know wouldn't fit her, or maybe they were already too small for her, whatever the case was. These are all items that are leaving our house. Last item today are my kitchen plates. So if you've been following along, I shared, I think in my last declutter haul, I think it was, where my mom gave us her old china. And this was china that I grew up with when I was a kid, when I was little. We had it in our kitchen. And so I was very familiar with it and I did like it. So I wasn't sure right off the bat what I was gonna do if I wanted to use it every day. So I ended up putting it in our kitchen cupboard. I took out all of our current, like, everyday dishes and I left it. And I tried it for like maybe a month and I hemmed and hawed. I'm like, do we like it? And I've decided that I am still sort of tweaking the cupboard. There are definitely still areas and little pieces that I want to take out. We're still kind of too much happening in there. However, I do know that I do want to keep the china for our everyday dishes, and I am letting go of our entire set of like side plates and dinner plates. So they are officially leaving our house. Okay guys, that is everything. That's everything I'm getting rid of this month that I am either, some of it is being decluttered, some of it will go to like friends and family. I might take that book to our little free library. Some of it was just gonna go in the garbage or recycling. So I hope that gives you some ideas and inspiration and motivates you to get started. If you have any little holidays this summer that you have maybe a few days off, maybe you wanna kick that off with, you know, the first day or the first half of the day is just quickly going through and maybe doing a speed declutter, maybe doing a family declutter challenge, something fun like that. Just kick up the summer and give you a more peaceful home to enjoy your holidays this year. Thank you so much for being here. Any questions or comments, please leave them below and I will see you guys very soon. Have a great day. Bye guys.